there you go.
There I go.
Start off.
Man, you gotta get an intro.
Man, the intro is the last thing in my mind right now.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 2.
Numero dos.
Numero dos. This ain't that vlog. What is this called? What are we calling this? A vlogcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vlogcast.
Yeah, that's it. Vlogcast.
Yeah. So episode 2. We promise we're gonna try to do better. And when you're starting something new, it's always kinks. It's always, always something that you realize when you watch something back that you need to fix, change, that you could have done better. And one thing that I noticed right off the bat is that we didn't even introduce ourselves. I mean, we might be local celebrities, but people that are watching do not know who you are. They know me probably, but I got 5,000 subscribers on my other channel. But they may not know you. So, welcome to the This Ain't That Vlogcast.
Vlogcast. Stop saying podcast.
My beautiful wife, Jay. I don't know if you want people to call you Janae? You want people to call you Jay?
No, the people can call me Jay. That's fine. I don't mind.
Okay, so
makes it easy.
I'm Bobby. So, appreciate y'all for the 14 or 15 people that already subscribed after the first episode.
Woohoo!
Hey, no, that's a big deal. Right out the gate, 15.
Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said woohoo.
Oh, okay. You sound a little sarcastic.
It wasn't.
Okay. So, 15 people right out the gate. After one first episode, we were talking about being newly married. Talking about weddings. We didn't have a topic for this episode, but we are doing an hour drive to the museum. So we're out and about today. We're gonna go to the African American Museum. Might do some fireworks later, close to the house. Maybe, I don't know. See how we feel. But anything on your mind? Anything top of your mind right now you want to talk about, or what's going on in your life?
Shit, nothing. and that is the truth.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Been going through some things.
Yeah.
You got to get into all of that right now if you don't want to, but
life is life.
Life is definitely lifing right now. Talk about transition. There's a lot of transition going on in life. Transitioning between jobs, careers, I should say. Son transitioned to high school.
Yeah, it's just a lot of new things that you don't really think are going to be stressful, right? Because I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were like, oh, well, a lot of people say they like change and then they get the change and then they're like, oh, I don't like it. And I feel like that is true because prior to moving here, I was like, oh, it's going to be fun. Texas is hot. You have family here. I have a friend
here. We moved here from Ohio.
Yeah. So, thought it was going to be more than what it is. It is not giving what I thought it was going to give. Mm. So the transitions have been a little difficult. I've moved a lot in my life. So moving to me wasn't that big of a deal. Looking back at it, I should have probably did a little bit more research about a lot of different things. The school district. Love his school district, love his school, but maybe in a different neighborhood that had a little bit more for him to do. Where we live in a booms. So, looking and trying to make sure we live closer to civilization.
Right. Way out in the West Bubble.
Yeah. So transitions have been transitioning. I'm transitioning now into a new job. So unfortunately, I have been unemployed for the past almost 4 months, and it's not been fun. It's not been a fun journey. I've never been unemployed this long. I've been unemployed before, but not this long. So all of those things, moving here, it's been a year, transitioning to a new job. It's just a lot going on.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot of stress. It's real life though. You know what I'm saying? And I can appreciate it. I'm not gonna act like that, it's easy, but I was actually having a long conversation with our son earlier. Just being open and honest with him, being transparent as much as I can, explaining things to him to the best that he can understand them. But he's 15, so he's mature enough to understand that, we're at a time where we're getting what we need, not necessarily what we want right now. But it also tests everything. It tests your relationship. It tests, it just tests your strength and your will as far as what it is that you can do and are willing to do. So I may be transitioning into a new position within my own career. Hopefully I have a promotion coming soon. That's fingers crossed, man. If y'all send some prayers up for your boy, I'll be interviewing for a new position soon. So we'll see. But that'll also help the household. But like she said, transition is it can be tough, man. It's transitioning down here to Texas from Ohio was rough for me. Spending 40 plus years in Ohio and then moving across the country, even though we have family and friends here, was not easy. And it hasn't been easy since we've been here. It's been a lot of obstacles the whole 1 year that we've been here. The only real positive is, school for him, he's enjoying that, but this is where we got married.
And that's it.
Then that's it for us. As far as the
I don't see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
The pros and cons list is not balanced. So we're trying to find more positives with Texas for us. Like I said, this year we haven't really seen it, but got to try to remain as positive as possible, man. And but we're still making it, so we're good. I mean, we're good. Our family is strong, our unit as a unit, and we're good. But y'all let us know down in the comment section below, man. How do y'all feel about transition?
Transition and change, because that's the thing. It's like you can say you're okay with it. It's like I said, the conversation I was having the other day or yesterday. You could say that you're okay with it until it actually happens, and then you're like, you're in it. So how do you accept that? Like for me, transitioning to new jobs really doesn't affect me as much because I don't really hold value to a lot of jobs that I've been at. My job in Ohio, I did, because I gained so many relationships from that job and I was there for so long. So coming here, I was looking at it like, what is my experience going to be at work? Am I going to be open to new relationships or friendships with these people? And quite honestly, the answer was no. And as I'm sitting here thinking, like, I built so many things in Ohio, but I have been in Ohio for 20 years. So for me, it's completely different than coming here as an adult. And I'm already coming in with a closed mind. Like, I don't want to be friends with none of y'all, so please don't try to force me. But then at the same time, not liking it here does not help the cause. It's not making me feel like...
It's expensive as shit down here, man.
And I think that's the most depressing part. So for me, I think the most depressing part outside of the relationships that I left is the healthcare system here. It sucks. Yeah. I'm used to being able to go to my doctor and them sending me a bill and not it being $200-300
just to be seen.
Just to be seen. I can understand why the homelessness rate here is so high, because if I'm dealing with a situation where I need to be seen right away, but I don't have the funds, then I can't be seen. And not everybody wants to go to the emergency room, because, to be quite honest with you, the emergency room, one, is more expensive, and two, they don't treat you right. They treat you like shit because they know you don't have insurance, and they also know that there's a possibility that you're not going to pay. So the healthcare system here for me sucks. That's probably number 2 on my list.
Traffic that we're sitting in right now.
The traffic sucks, and all those things play a part in, like, how you view a place that you are currently living in. And I don't foresee us moving anytime soon, because the boy is in high school and he's going to be graduating in 2028. So it wouldn't make sense for us to uproot our family, to move to a whole different state, to then do this all over again.
Right.
But, you know, moving and losing, so you lost a lot that you left. You're coming here with this preconception that you're going to love it, and you don't. So then how does that make you feel every day? Like, I wake up every day, and even when I was working, just driving into work 45 minutes, an hour, sometimes I'll cry because I can't, this is such a waste of my time to be in a car for an hour when...
To go somewhere you don't love.
To be around people that I don't really want to be around. To then do that for 8 hours, to then take an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home. Like, all of those things play a part in not only just your mental well-being, but then you start to really see, like, I don't really want to be here. Like, I'm trying to find the joy, and my only joy in being here is, you know, our son loves it here. That's it. I can't see outside of that what is Texas bringing me besides the sun and the heat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not all bad. I do enjoy the weather. I do not miss the cold weather of Ohio. But to piggyback off of what Jay said, is the relationships. I'm just now, after a year in my job, starting to build real connection with some of the people that I work with. But all of those connections that you build over years, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to it. I mean, if you've been on your job for quite a while, you build real relationships with people, and leaving those jobs, you see the you see what you're missing once you transition into a different part of your life. Like, it would be different if we came down here and we just fell in love with, like, oh my God, it's everything I dreamed of. Like, I see y'all some other time, but coming here and it not being like falling in love with Texas, it made it harder to build. It makes it harder to build relationships, because, like she said, you wake up and you're not excited. You're not happy. I'm not unhappy here, but I was happier in Ohio, minus the weather. So we'll just have to find, I don't think this will be our final destination. Once the boy graduates high school and we figure out what he wants to transition to, whether it's athletics or academics or what college he goes to or whatever it is, we'll see where we want to go together. But it probably won't be Texas over the next, let's just say, 4 years. We'll probably be buying a home somewhere else.
Yeah. And the thing is even with the transition, like you said, not being happy. So for me, again, because I haven't been working for 4 months, almost 4 months.
Yeah.
Automatically, I feel like I'm falling into a place of depression because I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anything to do. And I don't like it here. So all of those things are playing a part in this feeling of sadness. Like, there's this thing I feel like I'm missing. And it's not just even about work. Like, there's so many things. I miss going to Giant Eagle and putting air in my tire for free. You know, those little things. I miss Tim Hortons.
It's a fact.
I miss those little things that you don't really pay attention to until, like, you move. Like, for me, when I moved from New York and I moved to Ohio, I miss being able to have access to the train. Like, I missed going to Pizza Town and getting a slice of pizza. Like, I missed seeing my family members. So I got that was going to happen, but there's so many more things that I miss than I don't. Like, it's not evening out for me.
Yeah. So
the scales are not balanced.
It's all right. We don't have to make this whole vlogcast of negativity about, but that's our reality that we're living in right now. That was a lot of honesty, a lot of transparency as far as what we're personally going through. But we are happy, thankfully. Thankfully, we are each other's good support system, and thankfully we're in a position where I am able to take on a little bit more of the burden. I don't know how long, but we are able to sustain, and we're blessed to be able to be in that position, because I don't want to make this all negative, like, woe is us. Some people have it worse than us. Some people aren't able. This would break them. This would crush them. But I'm positive, and I know that we'll come out on the other side of this. I'm believing that I'm going to get this promotion. I'm believing that she's going to take another step in her career, that whatever she feel like she missed out on, that the next position is going to be even greater. So we're not even going to be worried about that part anymore. So I'm believing all of that stuff to be true. So I'm not necessarily as stressful now, but this is temporary. It's a temporary setback, but we are still going to look for our happiness somewhere else at some point. So at this point, we're just banking on Josiah being happy and being successful in school, so we can get the hell up out of Texas. But
and you know what? I would say too. Look, I think that for me, I need to start looking at, and maybe when I start working, it'll be a little different for me, but looking at some of the positives that are probably here that we haven't really ventured out to do. I'm one that I like to be out and about, so maybe us being out and about a little bit more would make me fall in love. I can, you know what? I couldn't really tell you, but there are things that maybe out here that we're missing, that we're not really, that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Because, again, speaking for myself, I'm a little closed off to new things right now. And maybe I'll start a job, and there's going to be some folks that I could kick with and build relationships with. I mean, like you said, being positive about it. Also being realistic, too. Like, at almost 40, do I want to be miserable in the spaces that I'm in? Because that's not my personality.
right.
So it's kind of almost like forcing yourself to be miserable, which you don't want to do. So
I mean, because at the end of the day, you understand this. Now, the position that we're in doesn't lend itself to a bunch of positivity and waking up and just being happy all the time. But your mood is your choice. Now, something might put you in a mood, but how long you stay in that is a choice. It's mental. So we have to make conscious decisions to be positive, or try to see the silver lining, because it'd be different if you were just going through this transition and you were just like, I'm just going to stay in the house. It's constant applications, constant interviews, and we're just waiting for, it only takes one yes. So once we get that one yes, we'll be good. We don't need 30 people to be like, to hire you. We need one company, the right company, to hire you to get back into the workforce. So, and she's still in school as well. A straight A student in college as well, and a mother and a wife. So she doesn't have any less on her plate right now. She has more on her plate than a lot of other people. And she's still thriving in those areas of her life. So it's just this one area that we got to get back into. And it wasn't her, you know what I'm saying? It's not by any, she wasn't fired from a job or anything like that. We're just transitioning into something else, and it's just taking a little bit longer than we anticipated. That's all. So we'll get back to that. But other than that, that's what's going on with the transition. We got some parenting struggles.
Man, that's a whole nother episode.
It ain't even struggles. It's just like stress.
We
stressors.
already 20 minutes deep in this one.
But I'm sure a lot of people this is relatable as well. Like now, everybody might not be going through transitions as far as, work and stuff like that or moving. But any of you guys that are raising teenagers, I'm sure you can relate to the laziness.
Let me tell you how raising a teenager will have you wanting to jump off of a building.
What the kids say, crashing out?
I'll be wanting to crash out every day. And I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Like, when he was a baby, it was so much easier. When he was a toddler, it was easier.
He was such a sweet baby.
Oh my God. The boy didn't even cry.
Didn't.
Even in the hospital, the boy didn't even cry. When he was school age, you could see, all right, a little emotional. But it wasn't like this. This here. 15. And I always told myself, like, when he became a teenager, I kind of suspected that it would be a little bit harder. He's not a bad kid. Like, we always say that. He doesn't get in trouble. He just has a smart mouth. And with that smart mouth comes that laziness, comes that he thinks he knows everything, so you can't tell him nothing because he knows. He already knows. I already know. I know. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing.
Got no lived experience. Got no lived experiences, but he know everything.
Know everything. O-H-I-O.
I-O.
Know everything, but don't know nothing.
Shit is crazy. Yeah, so as some of you guys that may follow us on social media, you'll know that he does play basketball and football. But while talented, is extremely lazy. And at this point, going into his sophomore year, we've been trying to explain to this kid that just being talented is not enough. It's not about going to the NFL or the NBA or anything like that, but even just being successful in the level that you're on right now in high school, these coaches will not tolerate your laziness. Not wanting to do anything, not wanting to practice, not wanting to work out, not wanting to do this, not wanting to do that, just thinking you're just going to skate by on your natural ability is not going to be enough. School, same way. 3.5 GPA, different things like that. The boy don't even study. He don't study. He don't bring the homework home. He one of those kids that, I did it at school. Oh, the teacher ain't put the grade in yet. Oh, like, we can see your grades. We know what the hell is going on. Like, she just ain't grade that yet. Man.
It's crazy.
It's just all the time. Like, so, want to sit in the room, play video games, let's just like, bro. But I'm sure y'all let us know. Y'all that have raised teenagers or are raising teenagers, these new kids are different.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all crashing out too.
Man, these new kids is different.
I'm sure y'all are. There are moments where
the entitlement.
I pick him up from practice sometimes, and because he worked my nerves so much, if you put this on Instagram, he gonna see it, so that's okay. But because he worked my nerves so much, something happened in the conversation, or something didn't happen in the conversation. You ask him, how you doing? He give you, yeah, no, like. So I let him go in the house and I sit in the car because I don't want to crash out on him. You know what I'm saying? When I tell y'all the Bart Simpson hands around his neck is really like genuinely not like physically what I want to do. But sometimes you just want to shake them and say like, these conversations you're going to miss. These times that you're driving in the car with your mother, you're going to miss. When you're off to college, my boy. When you're older, my boy. When you have those moments to yourself and you think about, damn, I remember when my mother was really trying to talk to me. She was really trying to get to know me.
Not always gonna have that.
You're not. So it makes it hard to parent that. But then I also have to think about when I was his age, did I do the same thing? Right? Was I the same way to my mother? Like, we have a better relationship now. I'm almost 40 years old. So I get that it's probably just a phase, but
this shit ain't for the faint of heart. This shit ain't for the weak.
Listen here.
So I salute all y'all, man. Just raising teenagers.
Oh, and then when y'all got multiples, like the steps.
Yeah, we just got one. We just got one. We don't have to deal with sibling rivalries and all of it. Like, it's a lot that goes into that. But we are thankful that he's a good kid, at least. He's mannerable when he's around other people, adults, different things like that. But the laziness and the entitlement,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. And I don't know, the boy, he dirty. I don't know. He might see this. We love you, son.
We love you.
Get your life.
We're being honest.
Get your shit together. But yeah, other than that,
I think most parents with teenagers go through this though, because I hear a lot of my friends who have teenagers that are also saying the same thing. So I don't necessarily think it's just him. I think we came from an era where our parents was like, do as I say.
Yeah.
Don't ask me no questions. Don't talk nothing back. I think our generation, because we were not gentle parented,
right,
we decided to flip that, and now we're doing the gentle parenting. Come to me and talk to me about anything, and that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense. You do want your child to be able to come comfortably and talk to you about things, but you also want your child to talk. Period.
Right.
Not go in his room or her room, close the door. She or he is closed off to you. They don't want to interact with you at all. I can't even tell you the last time we asked the boy to go somewhere and he was like, okay, yeah, I'm so excited to go.
I like I told about the fireworks thing. I was talking to him earlier and I was like, yo, so we're probably going to go. He asked me if we want to go to the gym later. I said, yeah, we can go to the gym if it's not too late, because we're probably going to go to that fireworks thing. He was like, well, I still don't know if I want to go yet. I'm going to see if my friend want to go. Why you can't just go with us? Why you, and your mother can't just go? Why we got to have somebody else there for you to be comfortable hanging out with your parents?
That's crazy to me.
I'm going to see if Malachi want to go. Why he got to go?
I don't even know that boy.
We don't know Malachi. See, but like I told, like I told him, you don't know how many moments you get, and I'm not trying to be morbid and like we're gonna pass away or whatever else. You just never know. But you cherish these moments.
Even if it's not something happens to us, we can extreme amount of hours.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what your schedule is gonna be. We don't know what my schedule is gonna be when I start working. I may not have time to hang out anymore.
Right.
The amount of time that I have right now. Like you said, I'm in school. I'm doing a bunch of different things. You may not have time. You work at nights. So you may not have time to hang out with him during the day. Your schedule may change. Though things happen. It's not just about like something may happen to us, because realistically anything can happen.
But it's like you said, when we were teenagers, we probably looked at it the same way. I don't want to spend no time around our parents or whatever. But
probably so.
Because I didn't spend, like, we traveled and did different things, went on vacations. But that was probably the only time that we really spent around each other. We didn't, like, sit at the table together and eat dinner and all of that. Like, that wasn't our family. Like, except for, like, Thanksgiving and Christmas. But, you know, we were all doing our own thing or whatever. But like you said, once you get older and you reflect back on those times, your relationship becomes even closer. Like, I'm really close with my dad now. Not that I had a bad relationship with him then, but you just become even closer because when you become a parent, you realize the shit that you put your parents through. And I think it probably brings you and your parents together like, damn, okay, now I see. So, yeah, this parenting thing, man, it's a being responsible for another human being.
It's not fun, man.
It is stressful.
Love him to death, but like, I can't imagine.
It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding, but it's very, very stressful because you got to worry about yourself, you got to worry about your spouse, and you got to worry about a young person that doesn't have any lived experience, especially somebody that thinks they know everything. He's not one that is very receptive to advice until it's too late, and then he's like, oh, okay, I guess I didn't know. Now you wanted the answers. Sorry.
I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, I don't know. It really does make you want to crash out. I tell people, I'm just saying, I tell people all the time, like, who don't have kids, really think about if this is what you want to do. Because like you said, no, and I'm just not being funny.
I know.
The amount of stress, even when I was pregnant with him, you got to think about, I got to make sure I'm eating properly. I got to make sure I'm sleeping properly. All these things affect the child. So from the time I knew he was in there until today, I don't know how many days, years, or whatever that is, but I've been stressing about him.
It's stressful because you're responsible.
And I don't want to be responsible.
When you're irresponsible or you don't care about your responsibility, there's no stress on you at all.
Man,
because some people let their kids do whatever or don't talk to their kids. So, then you have that. We care, you care a lot. So it turns the goatee gray. It turns the hairline. It pushes it back a little bit.
And again, it makes you want to crash out.
So, all right. I don't know how much longer we got. I feel like this episode was a little negative.
No, I don't feel like it was negative at all. I think it was real.
It's just real. This is real life shit that we going through.
We don't want to give people smiles and
You're right.
Like, we want to, the whole purpose is to really talk about the things that we're going through, because I can almost guarantee that them 16, 14, however many followers we have, and wherever you post this,
we're gonna say 16. We're gonna get at least one more.
16.
Right.
I can almost guarantee that either they've been through something where they had to transition and that was hard for them. Mm-hmm. They may have a kid or 2 or 5 that they went through the same thing, going through the same thing, or will go through the same thing.
So you're saying that's relatable?
Yeah. For everything to be positive and happy is not realistic.
That's not real life.
No. It's not. So, just my little 2 cents. That looked like the Batman vehicle. The Batmobile. Anyway.
It does. So, I guess we can end this vlogcast here. I promise you we're going to try to be more consistent. We need to get out of the house more. Y'all, if y'all listen to this video or watch this video and listen to the things we said, you can see why we probably haven't been as consistent since the first video. But life is lifing, man. And let us know in the comment section down below if any of this that we talked about is relatable. It doesn't have to be the transition part. It can be the parenting part. It can just be that you enjoyed it or disliked it. Let us know in the comment section down below how you feel about today's topics, our issues, and send us our vlogcast. And I got to get over. But let us know and send some prayers up for us, man. We going through it. But like I said, we're going to come out on the other side even stronger for it. So.
And when you send that prayer up, yeah, job. But send the prayer up that I don't crash out at some point between now and...
All right, man, we out.
All right.